So we're going to work through the homework here. Question 1, verify the quadrilateral ABC is a trapezoid. So a trapezoid, we've got to prove that this side is parallel to that side. And once we've done that, we have a trapezoid. So you're going to find the slope of AD, and then the slope of BC. And if they're equal, then we have a trapezoid. The two other sides do not have to be parallel, so we don't need to check those. That's that one there. And this one here. They do not have to be parallel, but in this case AD and BC do. Of course, the slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Question 2 and 3 here. 2, we've got to prove it's a rhombus. So first of all, we're going to prove that all four sides are the equal length. And we use the distance formula for that. So we use d equals the square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And once we've proved all four sides are the same, that's half the battle. And then we have to prove that these two are parallel. And once we prove those two are parallel, we then prove that these two are parallel. And there we have a rhombus. Now, proving we've got a kite for number 3 is interesting because we've got to work out the slope of each diagonal. So we're going to work out the slope of Km, and then we're going to work out the slope of JL. And they will be perpendicular for a kite. And what you don't want is any of the sides to be parallel. So we can also work out the four slopes. And we work out the four slopes by the slope formula, obviously, y2 minus y1. And none of these slopes will be parallel. So work out the four slopes and the slopes of the diagonals. Question 3, going to draw a quadrilateral with vertices PQRS. Just draw that out quickly. So we've got PQ is 0, 7, P is 0, 7, Q is negative 2, 1. There's Q. R is 4, negative 1 down there. And you've got that S is 6, 3, so something like that. So 6, 3, 4, negative 1, 0, 7, and this one is negative 2, 1. I'm going to join those four sides together. And we get a quadrilateral, of course. Find the midpoint of each side. So we're going to find the midpoint of each side by the midpoint formula. And join the midpoints of adjacent sides together. So we get this shape inside. Like that. Okay, so that's B. Verify the opposite sides are parallel. So now we've got to find the slopes of the opposite sides of this. So you find the slope of that line, find the slope of that line, and then obviously the other two slopes. And what we're trying to prove is here that this is a parallelogram inside. Verify the length. So for each of these lengths inside, we've got to find length and slope to find that it's a parallelogram. Question 7, draw the trapezoid with vertices. So we've got to draw a trapezoid on, just suppose it looks something like this. I don't know what it looks like, but just suppose it looks like that. Verify the line segment, join the midpoints of the non-parallel sides of the trapezoid are parallel to each other. So then you're going to find the midpoint here, and the midpoint here, and we're going to join that together. And the line segment, join the midpoints, is parallel, so we're going to find the slope of this line, the slope of this line, and the slope of that line, and they should all be the same slope. Question 8. Verify the diagonals of the rectangle with vertices. So again, we've got 8. We've got a rectangle that we're going to bisect each other at right angles. So we're going to have, just for instance, a rectangle like this drawn out, and we've got the diagonals here and the diagonals here, and we're looking for the diagonals of the rectangle with vertices bisect each other. So you're going to find the slope of each diagonal, and to check for perpendicularity, they're going to be negative reciprocals. B says, do all rectangles have the same property? Well, that's an interesting question. You can answer that yourself. What can you conclude about the lengths of the sides of J, K, L, M? Okay, good question. Question 10, verify that PR bisects QS at right angles. So again, you're going to find the slope of these two lines, and you're going to check that they are right angles. Verify that QS does not bisect PR. So first of all, you're going to find the length of these two lines here to say it bisects. So you need to find the midpoint in here, and then the slopes as well, and that would be question 10. And also you're going to find the length of the other two sides, P to here and R to there, so wherever that midpoint is. Question 11, draw the quadrilateral with vertices A, B, C, D, and then join the midpoints of the adjacent sides. So similar to the question we did before. Verify the EFGH is a rhombus. You're going to find the length of each of the four sides of the rhombus, and the slopes are, the opposite slopes are equal. So you're going to find the slopes and lengths of each sides of this EFGH. Question 12, draw the quadrilateral with vertices A, B, C, D, and then join the midpoints. The same question. In fact, it is the same question 11, repeated. Question 12, draw the quadrilateral with vertices P, Q, R, S, then draw the diagonals, verify the diagonals bisect each other. So you're going to find the lengths into the intersection of the two diagonals. What kind of quadrilateral is PQRS? Justify your answer. Okay, so that is the homework.